Welcome to the campaign. Take your ultimate team through an entire NFL season by playing some pivotal moments from each game. Now, your season opener is against the Bengals, who are looking to start this year off strong after last year's mediocre performance. And the offense readies for a first down and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. 23 yards on the play. Third first down on this drive. Devin spoke a lot with us extensively about getting into a rhythm. He seems to be in a rhythm.
He seems to be just fine. And what I'm seeing now, the defenders taking a look at each other and kind of got their hands out going, what's going on out here? They got to find a way to stop him.
First and 10, Devin Wade drops back. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fade.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Devin turns and hands it off. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, you're off to a great start. Just 82 more challenges to go. A Raider first down, 17 yards. All right, so the challenge is laid out in front of you. Can you complete it? We're about to find out. Solo challenge, Madden Ultimate Team time. Let's go. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10.
Set, free, 80.
First and 10, Devin Wade back to pass. And spins away. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Set, free, 80. Delta, Delta.
On first down, Wade. Caught by Gates, left side. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10.
Hey, you got 3, you got 10.
Wade in the gun. Caught. It's Cruz left side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
58.
And Devin will throw again. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things
That is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with an Oakland touchdown. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Returning it, John Ross. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Green with a catch left side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Dalton to Green for a Cincinnati first. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And the Raiders have got him. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Dalton here from the gun. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. A little juke. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And that does it for this Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You did it. You defeated it. Congratulations. We'll see you next time. All right, it's Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. You know the drill. Let's get right down to it. And the Bengals offense set and ready to roll here on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dalton now to pass. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, unfortunately, not the result that you were looking for, but the great thing about how this works is Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge, you can always restart and try again. We'll see you next time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sand. Mario Edwards forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. A 4-yard pickup that gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And that does it for this one. Pat yourself on the back. You just completed and dominated the Madden Ultimate Team Solo Challenge. It's all come down to this final play. You have the ball on the Bengals' 5-yard line, just 5 seconds remaining. You're just down 2, so you only need a field goal to start your season off with a win. So on now is Blair Walsh. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is right there. It's good, and it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So there was a little meat on that bone, a little more than a chip shot considering the circumstances, but he's able to bang it home in what should be the game winner.
And the key was getting him into a good position to kick from. I mean, if that's a 52-yarder, you're going to have some anxious moments, but kickers nowadays, you give them anything under 40, and they're automatic.
Congratulations, you pulled off the W on the last play. What a great way to start the season. Next week, you'll take on the Bears in Chicago for your first road trip of the season. You managed to get within field goal range before your drive stalled out. Now let's see if you can take the early lead with this 25-yard field goal attempt. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. This from 25 yards out. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. But you did take the lead on your opening drive, but that kick was a little too close for comfort. You should maybe put some serious consideration into boosting your lineup with a better kicker. You need to find a way to stop Chicago on this drive. After allowing the Bears to score a touchdown and then coughing up a fumble on the kick return, your team is in a bad spot. So it's 1st and 10 for the Bears on offense as they get ready to go. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Trubisky with a give to Howard. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Chicago. Despite giving up the ball in your own territory, you did manage to stop the Bears from scoring another touchdown. The Bears took to the air on their last drive with tremendous success. They completed 8 passes, including a 16-yard touchdown pass, to polish off the drive. Let's see if they go that route again this time around. And the offense readies for a 1st down and 10. On 1st down, Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down he'll go at the 25. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. Looks like you certainly made the right adjustments on defense because you actually shut down the Bears' passing game this drive. All right, your challenge awaits. Can you fulfill that solo challenge? Time to find out. It is indeed the solo challenge, and it's Madden Ultimate Team time. And now the offense getting set, 1st and 10. They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They go play action with Trubisky. His throw incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. When you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So that does it. Put this one in the books. A successful Madden Ultimate Team solo challenge. See you next time. You're not going to be able to win the game, but don't go down without a fight. Put some more points on the board before time expires. Here are the Raiders as they get set on 1st and 10.
Set, yellow, 20.
On 1st and 10, Wade. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Despite getting your first loss of the season, be proud. You put up a good fight. We'll see you in Seattle next week when you take on the Seahawks.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach welcoming you to Madden Ultimate Team. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that can have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Goff on first down. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
I don't think what we just saw there was any surprise, because when Christian McCaffrey came out of Stanford, we knew he was a threat running it and catching it. And any way you can get the ball in his hands, he wanted to do so. Personally, I thought he ran the best routes of anyone coming out of his draft class, and that included the wide receivers.
Last year, 80 receptions, also in the return game. He's a bit of a Swiss Army knife, isn't he?
He certainly is. Every which way you want to go, however you want to package him, I do think his running production will increase in 2018.
Takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times. Pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down. Off one, deep left side here. Point away from tying up this game.
The receivers have been running them ragged. Maybe some tired legs in the secondary, maybe some tired legs.
And now a critical extra point attempt here. Partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is taken at the 3. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
Affect their play.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, now.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Devin with a give. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's
drag routes. You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd down. Devin will throw it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get
get this down only to the 18. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. Now they'll run it on the toss. Broken tackle. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In the ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros. Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Dontari Poe able to get in there and drop him behind the line. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Devin will throw. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brandon Cooks with 7 seconds remaining. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
The finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Walsh adds the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. One last throw here for Goff. Over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done.
Hey, it's the coach at our Tiburon Studios in Orlando. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Coming up, we've got a good one between the Buffalo Bills and the Oakland Raiders. So with that, let's get out to the East Bay and Oakland, California. On the call, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Welcome again, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and yes, the rain is falling now, and it is supposed to continue to fall throughout this game. So how do you think that will impact this contest?
Well, first and foremost, both quarterbacks are going to make sure the officials have those dry footballs coming in each and every play and standing over them sometimes with a towel before the center gets up there to snap it. Second thing is the focus of all the guys who handle the football. Do they wear gloves? Do they take them off? Will they carry the ball high and tight to make sure they have good ball security? That's paramount in a game like this.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a couple of first downs on this drive for Devin Wade.
Yeah, he's starting to get comfortable out there, isn't he? You can see him. He's out there feeling good about things, and I think his offense is responding.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
It's complete to Cruz. Still going. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Continuing to steadily move the ball down the field. Not big play after big play, but these moderate gains getting him first downs.
And you know what they add up to, right? If you continue that.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Wesley Woodyard in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Delta, Delta. Rocket, Rocket.
Third and long. Devin back to pass. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Rocket, Rocket.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. To throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's caught at the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And that one results in 35 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brandon Cooks. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This will be taken short. Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time, don't they?
All the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he's brought down after a good game. A very solid gain of 27. Back to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert. His tight end over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Houston!
He'll look to throw. Out to the right, this is Cruz. And he's brought down after a good game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. They'll look to throw. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And he comes back with one complete. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Wade to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. They're going over the middle here to Curley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it.